Yeah, I'm back. I'm definitely back, but let's try to do this more civilly, man. Because like the way you just kicked me off, that sounds like you just scared, bro.
I
Let's
bet.
be
So
honest.
can you defend pedophilia in your religion?
What are you trying to say? That we allow for marriage or sex with a 4-year-old? Is that your premise?
Yes. It doesn't
No,
matter what
that's
age.
not. So can you give this any while you have all your fans watching? Can you give
Before
us
you do that,
anyone that says that that's okay in
yeah,
our religion?
before let me ask you, because I'm gonna ask you like I asked the first guy. Is child marriage okay?
Child marriage. So like with Aisha, with 6-year-old, this was a tradition at the time. This is not something that we follow right now.
Is it okay?
It's not. I believe it is. If that is what the prophet has done, then I believe it's okay. Yes, I'm a stand by that.
Thank you for answering. All right, thank you for answering. Consummating with a child, having sex with a child that you married, is that okay?
That's clear. That is not.
Okay. And what do you consider a child to be?
I mean, today versus then.
No, just period. What do you consider a child to be?
Today, I believe a child is kind of what we all kind of consider a child. So I would say a 9-year-old today sits around and plays video games and stuff all day that has that not the same level of maturity or responsibilities as they would have had at the time before. This is definitely a child that doesn't have that sort of maturity. Nowadays, you have 21-year-old boys who are still not men because of this type of thing. So that's still, I think some 21-year-olds today are still child. So it's up for interpretation, Avery. But you got to be intellectually honest about this.
So do you believe that a girl who hasn't menstruated yet, that she can be a woman?
That is actually a condition. There are women who are 30 years old who've not had periods before. That's a real condition, and that is what the Quran is referring to. When you look back at
that's not what I asked, bro. That's not what I asked.
Okay, yeah, but I'm calling it your honor. But I'm saying there are women today who not have periods.
Question? I didn't ask about a physical disability. I just asked simply, a
woman can be a woman without a period, like I just said, because there's certain conditions that may allow for that.
Okay, got it. All right. So when we go here, and you're saying that it's talking about women who are sick, grown women who are sick. That's what you're saying that it's talking about here in 65:4?
It gives two opposites. It gives the one of women who stop menstruating, which is menopause, as we know, and women who have yet to have periods.
Yes. Which are?
And then the word is nisa, right? So the word nisa refers to a mature woman.
No, it doesn't. The word nisa also refers to little kids too.
Does it? Show me that. Show me where you got that interpretation from.
Okay. Chapter 2, verse 49 of the Quran. Watch this. You know the story of Pharaoh, right?
Avery.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Relax. The story of Pharaoh. You're familiar with it?
Nisa is huh?
Are you familiar with the story of Pharaoh?
The story of Pharaoh. Yes. Are you talking about Musa's sister?
No. Are you familiar with the command that Pharaoh gave to when it came to the Israelite children?
Okay. Yes. Well, he said to kill all the little boys every other year.
And spare who?
And spare the women.
Right. What kind of women is it talking about, though?
I would imagine the women who, the women of the children of Israel.
Nope. It's talking about the girls.
All right, let's see. Let's see.
Now, the word is nisa. The word is nisa in the Arabic. Is the same one, women. But the word nisa is being applied to female infants. Just like they're supposed to keep the newborn boys alive. I mean, they're killing the newborn boys, but they're sparing the newborn girls.
They're sparing the women in general, the moms and everyone else.
Nope. So now let me show you, bro. Ibn Kathir. You Sunni, right?
I don't call myself Sunni or Shia. I'm Muslim. Yeah.
Okay, but you do follow the scholars?
I believe I follow the Sahih Hadith, yes.
Okay, good. So this is Ibn Kathir's breakdown of this. You can see it on the right side here. Remember our favor on you, yada, yada, yada. All right, so right here. Remember when we delivered you from Pharaoh's people who were afflicting you with horrible torment, right? Meaning I, Allah, saved you from them and delivered you from their hands in the company of Musa after they subjected you to horrible torture. This favor came after the cursed Pharaoh had a dream. We can skip all his dream, and that doesn't matter. All right. Let's say here it is. It was said. It was also said that some of the Pharaoh's entourage said that the children of Israel were expecting a man among them to arise who would establish a state for them, right?
Yeah, I think you missed the point. You're trying to find where
No, I'm actually getting to the point. Watch this.
Okay.
We will mention the hadith on this subject when we explain Surah Taha. Allah willing. After the dream, Pharaoh ordered that every newborn male among the children of Israel be killed, and that the girls be left alone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's talking about not grown women. It's talking about the girls who are born. You spare the little girls, but you kill the newborn boys.
But he's still not offering an interpretation of what you're trying to say. What you're trying to say, that's not what he's saying.
That's literally what he just did.
That's not what he's saying. Everyone knows that he's talking about the mothers.
What?
But that's exactly what this is talking about.
He literally just said, kill every newborn boy, but leave the girls alone.
The fact that you're already saying to kill every newborn male, we already know why that is.
Who cares why? I'm showing you that Nisa is also referred to little girls.
So you telling me you've not, in all your studies, Avery, if you be completely honest here, you have not read that the interpretation or the word Nisa refers to a mature woman.
The word Nisa not only. It also
but does it
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. It depends on the context.
Just be intellectually honest. So when you're saying,
are you being intellectually honest? The context tells you how the word's being used. Do you comprehend that?
Okay, yes. But Avery, if I didn't make that point just now, you would have never said that to your followers just now.
That's not the point that we're making here.
But that is the point that we're making.
That's actually what I just said. I literally just said that sometimes the word Nisa is referred to little girls.
Now you just said it when I pressed you about it.
I said that in the beginning. I started off with
you wasn't going to offer that.
Okay, no worries. So now you see that the word Nisa also applies to little girls, right?
It does not refer to girls when it talks about marriage. Each time that's used in
the
Quran, when it talks about talking about marriage, and in that part that you brought up about divorce, it is not talking about saying that a man can have sex with a 4-year-old.
I got you.
That has never been interpreted.
I got you. Just confirm this for me. That in some contexts, the word Nisa also refers to little girls, right?
I would have to look that up. I can't say.
I just showed it to you. I just showed it.
No, that's how Avery with the last time you love to misinterpret things. Come on.
So interpret this for me. Interpret this for me. After the dream, Pharaoh ordered that every newborn male among the children of Israel be killed and that the girls be left alone. Interpret that. What is Ibn Kathir saying?
Yes. And like I said, I would need to go back and see. But as far as I was aware, which you just confirmed, Nisa is always usually
interpret it, bro. You got it. Interpret it.
A mature woman is usually referring to.
Yeah, interpret it. What does Ibn Kathir mean by leave the girls alone?
Bring up the Arabic. Bring up the Arabic. I can read.
It's Nisa.
Let me bring up the Arabic. I want to see it.
It's right here.
No, I'm saying bring up the Arabic so I can see Nisa. I do not see Nisa.
You don't know what Nisa.
Dude, I can read that. It doesn't say Nisa there. It literally does. Avery, I just read it. Avery, I'm being honest. Any Muslim back me up. Anyone who can read Arabic, it does not say Nisa.
Now watch this though. Watch this.
Let me see.
Watch this. Watch this.
Oh no, I see it. Nisa.
No, you just played
right at the end. Right at the end. I saw it. Right at the end. That says it. Okay. If that's the same verse, yes, because you know how you like to play games.
No, I like how you like to play. Now watch this.
Either way,
I'm gonna show you something even more clear. This is from Qurtubi.
Okay, yeah.
Watch this.
Was this a tafsir again?
Is it Qurtubi or Tabari that says this? I forget. It might be Tabari, honestly. We'll see. Hold on. Yeah, it's another tafsir. Because you told me to show you the interpretation.
Hold on, so bring up the ayah, because now some of my brothers are saying, no, you changed the ayah and then brought up a new one this time. So where did it say Nisa?
They're lying. All right, so it wasn't this. It was
hold on, what's that? 65-4?
There we go. Tabari. All right, look. Now you can read the Arabic, right?
Yeah, when I can't read without the tashkil. I'm gonna be honest. So I can't read classical Arabic.
You can't read this?
Does this have tashkil like kasra dam?
Yeah, it got the
No,
diacritical
it
mark
doesn't,
right
bro.
there.
Like, bro, it
Do I
doesn't.
need to zoom in more? Hold
No,
on,
it
let me zoom
doesn't
in
have
more.
the tashkil. You know what I mean? I'm being honest. I don't know how to read without the marks.
The marks are right there, bro. They have all the diacritical marks right here.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Dhamma, kasra.
That's all here. What are you talking
No,
about?
that's not.
All
See,
here.
Avery, that means you don't have. After all your studying, you don't know what that means.
Those
Come
are
on.
called diacritical marks, you
No,
moron.
that is different, Avery. It's not there. Ask anyone in the chat. Ask anyone in the chat. It doesn't have the marks that I'm talking
But we
about.
even got Arabic speakers that's like putting in bold.
They would say in the chat. They would say also, I'm telling the truth. It does not have tashkil there.
All right, let me help you out. It's okay. Let me help you out. So you couldn't read the Arabic.
How you gonna help me out and you don't even know what tashkil is, Avery?
Hey, I got you. You couldn't read the Arabic. Now let me show you what the English says. Let's just help you out.
This guy, Avery, you're a piece of work, man.
I know I am. I know.
No, because you are claiming you know what you know, but you don't even know what I'm talking about when I say tashkil.
I bet. Now watch this. Watch what it says here.
So 65. So what was that? 65.4 you brought up last time?
Hold on, we're right here. Now look, since you couldn't read it, look. Are you paying attention? I need you to see this.
Yeah. She gives birth women.
And ask, you're not paying attention.
Yeah. No, I'm this is just English, bro.
I need you to look at the screen.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I'm looking.
It says, and keep your women. Well, that's bad. Safe, really. Just spare the women. It says, as meaning that they spared females from being killed when they gave birth to them. They spared the newborn females. This is Tabari.
When they gave birth to them.
Yep. So, now watch this. Watch as it continues. Because I'm telling you, I'm shoving your own foot up your butt right now. That it is permissible.
Avery,
watch this. That it is permissible for a female child to be named when she is young and after she gives birth, Nisa, woman. And young girl, watch this. And young girls, when they are what? Children. Nisa, women.
Yeah, but are you trying to, what is the ayah again? I want to look at it on my
It's chapter 2, verse 49.
Okay.
So I gave you Ibn Kathir and I gave you Tabari that both say that the word Nisa, women,
verse 9.
refers also to children.
9. It can't be chapter 2, verse 9. What is it?
249. Chapter 2, verse 49.
Okay.
So do you see here that according to your own scholars, the word Nisa also applies to little girls? Do you see it?
I'm reading the Arabic right now, bro.
No, but do you see it what I just showed you? Because you couldn't read the Arabic when I showed you the Arabic, so I had to switch it to English. Do you see that it also refers to children?
Yeah, no, I can't say that because I'm looking at it now and I don't see. Oh, Nisa, yeah, okay, Nisa.
Oh man,
okay, Nisa. Okay, it says Nisa. It says Nisa in that, but I think I have never heard what you're saying. This has always been referred to talking about the mother.
Yeah, I'm teaching you now.
No, you're not teaching. How are you going to teach us?
I'm teaching you something.
All right, but Avery, can I say something? And like,
sure. As long as you acknowledge that you're learning today.
No. So if we have never interpreted something that way, and that's never been our premise, how is it that you have come along 1,400 years later and you know better how to interpret this just because you've read an English translation?
Good question.
How is that intellectually honest?
Good question.
You don't even know your own Bible in its original language.
Good question.
But you know the Quran in our language?
Good question.
Come on, man.
Good question. So notice, guys, he said, Avery, how is it possible that since we've never understood it this way, no Muslim has understood it this way, that you can come, Avery, 1,400 years later and interpret it the way that you're interpreting it, when we do not find any Muslims before you, Avery, interpreting it this way? Oh, I'm sorry, Ibn Kathir. I'm sorry, Tabari, that you guys are incompetent fools. That your work, Ibn Kathir, that your work, Tabari, doesn't mean anything, that it's not authoritative. My bad, Ibn Kathir. My bad, Tabari, that what you guys say means nothing, and I'm just making this up out of the top of my head.
Instead of all the drama, bro, can we get back to the topic?
Yeah. I just want to apologize. Let me just apologize to Ibn Kathir and Tabari as they're rolling in their graves right now.
Yeah, just keep it respectful. Remember, because your feelings were hurt.
Hold on. Because they have a Muslim about 600, 800 years, 400 years later, that's rejecting their work. So you just threw Tabari under the bus, and you just threw Ibn Kathir under the bus.
No,
so can you acknowledge? Can you admit that I'm not quoting myself, but I'm quoting your scholars that come before you and me that interpret it this way? Can you admit that?
I can admit that I would need to go back and get more clarification on this. Check this out. That if that isn't the case, that Nisa in this particular ayah is referring to the immature female, then that could be a possibility. Until I can check to make sure it's 100%. I don't know. So it could be a possibility. But can you also admit that when Nisa is used in the Quran, it's usually, as you already admitted, that is referring to a mature woman?
No, it depends on the context. Sometimes.
So what other context besides this is Nisa used?
I'm showing you another
back up your claim.
65:4 is another one. 65:4 is another one.
Which one?
So now watch this though, because I want to see if you can be honest at all. Can you admit that I'm quoting the scholars? Can you admit that?
65:4 is definitely referring to
Musa,
mature
can you
women.
admit that I quoted the scholars?
I admit that you read me a translation
of the scholars.
I don't know. I can't. Did you? Okay. I mean, you said that, but was it?
See, this is you're showing.
No, I'm not being. No, I'm just saying I didn't check all
this
of that.
This is a joke.
Hold on. What is this?
This is a joke.
What is this website that you're on and everything? What is this?
This is a joke. All you got to do.
What is this? What is this website that you're on?
Do you see this?
It's simple.
Do you see this?
Okay. Interpretation of tafsir. Okay, of al-Tabari. Okay, fair enough. That's the English translation of his work, which is obviously in Arabic.
Read that.
But can we admit that his work is in Arabic, right?
Sure, no problem. You can read that.
Okay, so
all right, now
let's move on. Now 65:4.
So you said that it's not about children.
I said this is talking about definitely mature women in this ayah.
Based off what?
Because it's obviously saying that. What do you mean? Based on what are you saying that is based on children? What is your grounds for saying that?
Okay, so you couldn't answer why you're saying it's about women or grown women. I'll tell you why it's about children. Let me tell you why. Because it says that they have not menstruated yet. Lam yahedna. They've never menstruated in the past. So those are little girls who haven't hit puberty.
Okay, for those who have not menstruated, who is that?
Little girls.
Where are you getting little girls from that? Little
girls are the ones who have
are there women who haven't menstruated?
It's not talking about a rare mental.
How you know that? How are you excluding that, Avery?
Okay, sure. So let's do this. Okay, let's say let's say I include even the ones who are sick, right? So let's say it goes for that too. So both the ones who are young and the ones who are sick fall under this category, right?
No.
See, I'm willing to be intellectually honest with you.
I'm being intellectually honest. If it's literally talking about a woman with menopause, and then it goes to the women who have not menstruated yet, that can be interpreted as definitely as the women who don't menstruate.
Okay, fine. So now let's go to the scholars again. Now, is that fair?
What is the name of the ayah? So it starts. What does it say? It talks about women, yeah. And is the women there in that context? The ayah, is that referring to children, or is that referring to little girls?
It's talking about a different category of them. It's talking about older women. It's talking about little girls, and then it's talking about pregnant women.
So you're saying that a 4-year-old is considered a woman in the Quran?
According to your scholars, yes.
Overall, anytime the only word for a little girl is Nisa.
No, there's
that's the only word that refers to a woman in the Quran.
There's multiple.
So what is the other word, Avery?
I don't know the other word.
Honestly. Okay, so let's be honest then. Intellectually honest, you don't know. So
what is that? How does that help here?
You can't say from the first ayah of this surah that this is talking about all, including little girls.
Yes, I can, because it mentioned the ones who don't menstruate.
But you are interpreting that to mean little girls.
Okay, let's see if it's me. All right, let's do this again. Let's see if it's me, ladies and gentlemen, or if it's Islamic scholars that interpret it this way. You guys ready? Let's do it, yeah? Let's do it. Let's do it. Is it me or is it the scholars? Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't want to use this one because there's this one's disputed. Let's go Jalalain. You see Jalalain? And as for those of your women who no longer expect to menstruate, if you have any doubts about their waiting period, their prescribed period shall be 3 months. And those who have not yet menstruated because they're sick, no, because of their young age. You see that?
Okay, that's one. Yeah.
Their period shall also be 3 months. So that's Jalalain. Now, to just educate just a little bit, the Jalalain, that's the 2 Jalals. These are 2 scholars in one tafsir. Okay, those are the 2 Jalals. So these are 2 scholars.
I'm not familiar with Jalal al-Jalalain, so that's not.
You don't know who that is?
I'm not gonna get in.
It's okay.
Well, what does Ibn Kathir say about this?
Yeah, let's go to Ibn Kathir.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, let's go to Ibn Kathir. We're here. Ibn Kathir now.
I mean, let's be intellectually honest. So
let's be intellectually honest. It'll be the first time you've done this all day.
Oh, come on, guy.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so the same for young who have not reached the years of menstruation. Okay. So are you saying from this? So what you take from this is we are allowed to have sex with a 4-year-old.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, and you believe that the majority or any Muslim, a Muslim who says it's okay to marry a 4-year-old and have sex with them.
Yep.
Is there any Muslim country or Muslim majority country that allows for the marriage at a 4-year-old? I mean,
yes, actually.
Well, which one?
Yeah, so
which one?
It's actually funny. You have most of these Muslim countries have actually been what can I say? They've been progressing. So they've been like taking this law away. They've been limiting it. They've been raising the age where girls are allowed to get married and also consummated. But according to your Sharia, it is the consensus of the scholars, all schools of thought, all of them say the exact same thing, that it is permissible to marry and sleep with a little girl even before she's menstruated. It literally says minor. And I can show you that if you want.
No.
This is your Sharia.
Is there any Muslim country today, right now, that allows for this?
Yes, absolutely.
So which one? Name me the country. I'll
name that in a second. I have to pull that up.
So name the country that allows for sex and marriage
with a
4-year-old girl.
But hold on, though, because that's deflection. I'll get you deflection in a second. But can you acknowledge that according to your Islamic scholars, they say and they understand that Islam permits sexual relations with little girls?
You have not shown me any scholar that said it's okay to have sex with a 4 or 5-year-old. No, he didn't.
What is this?
So you're reading that and interpreting it for that. But you didn't show me a scholar that says this.
Wait, Musa, is it me or is it Ibn Kathir that says the same for the young who have not reached the years of menstruation? Who said that, me or Kathir?
Yes, you're saying that this ayah is talking about also the women who have.
Is it me or is it Kathir that's saying that?
And what do we take? We take the
Quran. No, answer. Is it me or is it Kathir?
Ibn Kathir has said this English translation that you're telling me.
Thank you. So Ibn Kathir says it's okay for men to get with little girls and sleep with them, right?
No, that's not. I don't interpret what he's saying there to say that, because also what I know is that as Muslims we follow the Quran and we follow the example of the Prophet, which is in the Quran. That we're meant to follow the Quran and we're supposed to follow the Prophet's example.
Exactly.
His behavior, as we know, was the Quran. He did not show us an example of marrying a 4-year-old and having sex with her at 4 years old or 6 years old.
I like you a lot.
It's not what he showed us.
I like what you just said.
Not the example that we've been given. So you cannot say then that a scholar knows better than Muhammad.
I like, you know what, Sam, he brought up a beautiful point. Yeah. He said that we get our example from the Quran and the Sunnah.
Of course,
I love what you look, my brother. I'm telling you right now, you just hit it right on the nail, because that's exactly what your scholars do. Your scholars, Ibn Kathir, but not just him, all your schools of thought get it from the Sunnah and from the Quran. Their evidence that it's allowed, it's permissible for men to sleep with, marry, and sleep with little girls before they even hit puberty.
So have any of those scholars done it themselves?
Yeah, let me show you. It's not about that. It's about your Muhammad did it. Your Muhammad did it.
Muhammad did it after what? Menstruation, correct?
So here it is. Watch this.
He did it?
Watch this. Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, let's
Watch
see that.
this.
I would love to see.
I'm gonna get this. Take it. Let him read. I'm waiting.
Yeah. So you got your this. I'm about to show you your Sharia.
Yeah. Okay.
Your jurisprudence here.
Yeah. Okay.
Your jurisprudence. Your encyclopedia of jurisprudence. Watch this. The ruling on marrying a little girl, a young girl. You see this? Making sure you can see it. The first issue: a father's marriage to a young virgin daughter. It is permissible for a father to marry his young virgin daughter without her permission. Now, just to be clear, because I always got to clarify this. This isn't a father marrying his own daughter.
How do you know that?
A father giving his daughter.
You seem to say that you can.
If you want,
I'm saying why now you want to say that part, but you can't. You know what I mean?
If you want to take it for,
I don't want to take it for that. I would like to highlight that sometimes you can read something.
According to Musa, a father could marry his own daughter.
I'm just trying to highlight the point that sometimes you can read something and it can seem like it means something that.
Yeah.
That
so are you ready
reading it in the Arabic?
Are you ready to stop playing games?
Unless you're reading it in the Arabic. Go ahead.
I think Avery, he misunderstood what you were saying because I don't think he agrees on incest. What Avery is saying is Islam does not allow a father to marry his daughter and have sex with her.
And I said I was highlighting the point that you can read that and you could interpret it to be saying that. So I'm highlighting that as we're all reading these English
that way, right?
I'm highlighting as we're reading these English translations and things like that about things that were written in Arabic.
Okay,
that you could somebody could look at that and say, "Hey, that means the father is marrying his daughter."
Yeah, you're just wasting time.
Just let him read it.
Here we go. So he can marry off his virgin daughter, his little girl daughter, without her permission. Her consent is not needed. You see that? Without her permission. This is in agreement with the 4 schools of jurisprudence.
What is required? Her silence is considered.
Her silence is her consent, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. Beautiful religion. Okay. Hanafi, the school of Hanafi, the Malikis, Shafi'i, and Hanbalis. Guess what? There's consensus on that. So the consensus that child marriage before puberty is allowed is agreed on all of your scholars, all of them. Okay.
Yes.
Now, where do they get this from? Watch this, because you said something earlier.
Did it say sexual intercourse?
Yeah, I'll show you that. Just relax.
Just get to that. Let's stop doing this, Avery. We're wasting time. Let's get to the real topic. Let's get to the real topics.
But I got you, Musa. Guess what? Where do they get this from? Because you said it. We get our example from the Quran and we get it from the Sunnah. So let's see where your scholars got this stuff from.
Yep.
First evidence from the book, the Quran itself. God Almighty said, and those of your women who have given up menstruation, if you are in doubt, then the period is 3 months. And those who have not menstruated. So they get it from the Quran, meaning significance. God Almighty has ruled that the divorce of a girl who has not menstruated is valid. And divorce does not take place except in a valid marriage. So the verse included the permissibility of marrying a minor girl.
I'm sorry, help me with my English reading comprehension. Is there sexual intercourse there? Is there sexual intercourse there?
Avery.
Is there sexual intercourse there?
Avery, can I ask you something, Avery?
Go ahead, ask me something.
Why does this guy keep jumping and not letting you finish the point? When first he said the word Nisa doesn't mean young girls in this context. So do you now admit you're wrong? Because they're saying Nisa in 65:4 includes young girls. Let's see if you're honest.
Yes, Mr. Sam, if you were listening carefully, I said that.
No, I was listening very carefully.
Oh, yeah, okay. So then you should have heard when I then said that this is something that you. So you should have heard when I said that I would need to go back and check that definitely the Nisa can be used for a little girl.
But your scholars are saying,
hold on. Can I finish? Can I finish
it's on the screen.
Can I finish what I was saying?
Musa, can you be honest that your scholars?
Can I finish what I was saying, Avery?
No, Musa, because it's recorded just a few minutes ago when he told you Nisa also means young girl 65:4. He goes, let me look at it. No, it doesn't. It means woman. You're recorded. You got busted.
Yes, and then we also agreed, Avery agreed that majority of the time Nisa is used for women.
All right, so now I'm going to have to shut you up and mute you because you're a lying dog. Do not put words in my mouth.
Dogs. Don't insult dogs. Dogs are better than Muhammad.
We like it's literally recorded. And you can't be honest enough. You're panic and you're manifesting. You can't be honest enough to accept what your own scholars say. You throw them under the bus, and then you put words in my mouth saying, Avery agreed that majority of the time it's used for mature women. I never said that. I said it depends on the context, and I've been consistent with that. And your scholars admit that in this context, it's talking about little girls. Can you admit that according to your scholars, it's talking about minors, according to your scholars? Can you admit that? Yes or no? Now you can unmute. Don't lie.
Stop muting me, man. What are you
Then
doing?
Don't lie. Can you admit it? Yes or no?
Can you stop muting me?
Yes
Can
or
you
no?
apologize for calling me a dog? Possibly?
Get out of here, dog.
He apologizes to
I'll call you
dogs.
a dog again.
Oh,
I
wow.
apologize to dogs. Yeah.
Out of here.
Yeah. Hey, Avery, didn't I tell you it'll be a matter of time before you start snapping?
I've been snapping, so.
No, but wait. Did I not prophesy? Because all these guys here, a lot of these effeminate queer baits who think they're Christian, just be patient, be in love in Jesus. What did I say to you, Avery? I said, in time, you're going to lose your patience and you're not going to be able to control yourself because you're going to be disgusted at the lies. I'm proud of you, young Padawan. The force is strong in you. But anyway, I didn't want to jump in, I swear. But I gave you another link. If you go there, this is Islam QA.
We got a few minutes, Sam, because I got to get off. And
just open up Islam QA for your benefit.
All right.
You got to head out. Why?
Yeah, because I got my premiere is about to show, so I got.
All right, well, just look at the link. Use that next time. Everything you said is there in Islam QA. But why you tell me you're going to go later than normal? So I go later then. Damn, man. All right.
Well, see, the thing is, they called me out. They called me out for the challenge earlier. I'm like, okay, will y'all be ready in an hour? They was ready.
So that means I can go live in an hour then, Avery?
You can, yeah, you can go live in an hour. Yes.
Okay, guys. But use that one, Islam QA. It has everything you wanted. So I wanted to give you. All right.
Yeah, when it quotes Imam Nawawi and all of them saying.
It's right there, easy accessible. Yeah. It's hey, right here, Islam QA, the premier Salafi website. But anyway, the force is strong in you, young Padawan. I sense this force.
This is how we got to deal with these guys, man. When it comes to a lot of these guys that are like that, like he came very arrogant and he was talking a lot of mess. So that's why he's getting met with that type of energy. This is why I call him out for what he is, a lying dog. You know,
don't insult dogs, man. They're better than us.
Yeah, not to insult the dogs, man. Not to insult the dogs. But,
all right, man. I'll see you a little later. The force is strong with you, Anakin.
Yeah.